everyone. It's day 19 and this morning has been a shit show. Woke up at 6, everything going fine, come out on top, and we literally have hundreds upon hundreds of mayflies. They're these bugs that hatch in the river. I think I talked about them previously when we had a couple. The marina down here had a hatch. The houseboat next to us literally had tens of thousands. The whole thing was covered. I couldn't get a picture of it. I was we were trying to get out of there as fast as hell. Because we got up, put the hoses on, started hosing the boat off front to back, just bugs washing all over. They washed into the water, and then the fish started going crazy and eating them off the surface of the water. But literally hundreds of mayflies. And then we got the boat relatively bug free. And the problem with these is if they stay on your boat, because their lifespan is so short, literally a 24-hour lifespan. And I don't know how much of that is larvae and then what they swim in the water and then when they fly. But they last 24 hours. And if they die and dry on your boat, they leave this little yellow hockey puck stain that you can't get off. I mean, you literally just have to go around with a Scotch-Brite pad and scrub off each individual one. So it's absolutely worth the time to spray them off when they're flying around and get as many of these things off as you can. So Heather's used the hose in the front, I used the hose off the dock, and we sprayed the entire boat down trying to get it clean. We got it clean, we got everything done as fast as we could. We push off from the dock and we drive by another houseboat that literally has tens of thousands on them. And as soon as we drive by, half of them launch into this cloud of bugs. And Heather's on the marriage savers in the back going, "You're flying through a cloud." And I'm like, I can't do anything about it. Are you crabby this morning?
Oh, yeah.
No marital bliss.
You made me that way.
Oh, shut up. There's no marital bliss in the morning on this boat.
I was fine this morning when I woke up.
So anyway.
You started talking, and then it was downhill from there. So you have lots of apologies to do.
Oh my God. It's not a good day. So, I can only tell the story if Heather's up here, so it's not one-sided, so all you don't think that it's just me. But, so anyway, we've been having arguments since we started cleaning the boat, which always happens whenever we do this.
Because it always has to be Bob's way.
Do you know what you look like?
Yeah.
So, it started, well, again, she has the headphones on. It started with, I can't do it. I'm like, I wasn't even looking at her. I'm like, what is the matter? She could not plug in the hose into the freshwater outlet. And I said, you don't have it at the right angle. You've got to get down lower and you've got to push it in. You're trying to push against the nozzle. She goes, I'm not sitting on the deck because it's wet. I don't want to get wet. So I had to climb up on the front of the boat from what I was doing, trying to hose off the back of the boat to plug it in for her. And it literally plugged in with no effort. I just plugged it in. And I said, see, it's not hard. She goes, come here, look at me. I'm telling the story. I want to, is it accurate?
Treat me like a child. Come here.
I am not treating you like a child. Is what I'm describing accurate so far?
I guess, yeah.
And so then I get off the back of the boat, I'm doing it, everything's fine. We're hosing it down. Then what was the next thing?
I don't know. Oh, then you were complaining about that I was using big towels. Why don't you use the little towels? The whole
Again, I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. That's not true.
Well, that's what you said.
I said, Yes, I did say, why do you use big towels?
Well, who the hell would use little towels when this whole boat is soaking wet?
Okay,
Why would I use
let me
little
explain my
towels?
rationale. It'll be a benefit for Heather too. The half-size towels we have are softer and more absorbent, and the full-size towels we have, cleaning towels, are very rough and not as absorbent. And so when you're wiping off windows and you use the rougher, non-absorbent, it just kind of pushes the water around and leaves streaks. So that's my rationale. All right, the little towels are more absorbent. So now you know. I'll never say. Well, right, but
this has never been an issue. All of a sudden,
right, but visibility is a big deal now.
Right. Well, even when I did the windows, you still couldn't see because it was foggy inside.
Sweetheart, visibility is a big deal. So now it matters to me. Then what else happened?
I don't know what else you're yelling
Then
about.
I was not yelling at you. I was not yelling at you. So anyway, long story short, just a second. I got one last thing to say. So then after we pass through this cloud of bugs and we get out into the channel, there's still bugs all over the boat again. We got more and more. So I asked Heather, could you plug it back in and hose off the boat? Because she couldn't get them all off. She was trying to use a towel and they wouldn't come off the boat effectively down the holes. And so she's trying to put the hose in again.
Yes.
This is important.
I know, but
I'm watching, and she couldn't get the hose in. And I said, sit down.
Yeah, so Heather sat down. And
I said, sit down in front of the attachment point and press directly in. She sits one ass cheek down because she doesn't want to get too. The boat's a little dewy and she does not want to get wet.
Dewy. It's all wet from hosing it down.
Who cares? We're on a boat. She sits one ass cheek down on the boat, and what happens? It went in. Was it hard? Was it hard? It wasn't hard. So that was our morning. Now we're gonna go through a lock, and I just thought I'd bring you into the real ground truth of what happens. Of generally on the morning on the boat, it's not all fun and games. So we caught up. There was another boat. They're headed to Demopolis. They stayed at the marina with us last night. They got a little bit of a jump on us this morning and made it through the first lock. And so we went on plane for about 10 minutes and caught up to them. We're gonna, at least probably for the next, well, certainly for today, they might go longer than us today, but they'll be in Demopolis tomorrow where we are gonna be. So a couple of guys, one guy just bought the boat. His name's John. He works for Hilton, and the other guy's name's Alex. He's an emergency medicine resident at a hospital, so he's a physician. And nice guys. Had a nice talk with them, and it's a new boat to John, and Alex is helping him move it. So we've got a boating buddy for today. What do you think, Heather?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Not being by ourselves. Oh, we're having problems with the boat.
Yep.
It's your fat fingers.
I don't think it's my fat fingers. I don't. I think I press.
The wrong button?
No.
Anyways, it's a nice morning. That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
Are we good now?
Yeah,
We're good now?
good now.
You had breakfast?
I did.
You're not hangry anymore? It's hangry. All right. Well, it's a pretty quiet morning out. Not too many boats. We were on plane and went by one fisherman. So I sped up to as fast as I could go, which puts out the smallest wake I have. I didn't see him in the mist until it was too late. So he was pretty pissed that we went by him so fast, but I would like to have stopped and told him if I would have slowed down, I probably would have capsized you because I couldn't slow down that fast, so I just sped up to create a very small wake comparatively. So anyway, we'll catch you up more later on. So we're through the second lock of the day. Yeah, that went pretty smooth. It's only 9 o'clock, so we've been boating for about an hour and a half, done with 2 locks. Maybe 7 o'clock. I guess we were on the boat at 7. Heather's correcting me in my headphones. That's accurate. So 7 o'clock got on. So we've been boating for about an hour. We're through 2 locks, and it doesn't sound like there's any tow traffic, so it should be a straight on push through. So I'll show you what it looks like. So very calm this morning. Again, the Tom Bigby waterway is very narrow, kind of a straight on down cut, so should be good. We're getting ready to head into the next lock. I wanted to show you this. It's not coming through on pictures, but there are entire tree fields in the water from when they flooded this thing, and the trees still grow. So obviously the land, it's pretty shallow there, but there's really interesting looking tree fields here. There's the lock and dam, the other boat that's going to be going in. The locks down here are a lot smaller, although we get raised and lowered in the chambers more. The last one was 25 feet. This one is, how far? This one's about 30 feet, Heather says. The chambers only fit two barges in them, so we haven't run into any barges this holiday weekend, but they are a lot smaller down here. So there's Heather. She's getting ready for the lock and dam. And yeah, so it's 9:30, and this is the third lock of 4 for the day. And then as soon as we get through that 4th lock, we should have clear sailing to the marina. The big thing this afternoon will be whether or not we can get into the marina. They've got a 5-foot depth coming in. We need 4 feet. So hopefully the river hasn't dropped at all since yesterday when Heather talked to the harbor master, but we'll take it real slow and see if we can get in down there today. If not, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So might anchor out if that happens, but we'll update you here in a little bit. Doesn't mean as much now.
Okay, yeah, it does. It's filming. It's filming.
It doesn't mean as much.
I made a mistake, but hey,
what?
Can't you flip this around?
You have to stop it. You have to stop it. Are you filming yourself?
No,
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's all good.
Come on.
No, it's all good.
No, you're a loser.
I'm a loser?
Yes.
You are the loser who can't film. You could have had a perfect rant.
So we screwed that up, but what just happened?
Why do I have to tell it? Why can't you tell it?
Okay, I'll tell it, since he won't tell you. So we just played 3 games of cribbage, and I won 2 of them, he won 1 of them, and now it's 11-11.
It's total bullshit.
It's good, it's all good.
15-2, 15-4, and a double run of 3 for 12. 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, and a double run of 3-4 for 14. Blah, 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 blah. On and on and on and on and on. Just getting massive hands. I'm crawling along like a dying man in the desert, crawling towards a mirage. Bullshit.
It's all good.
I'm done with cribbage.
You're not done with cribbage. We'll never be done with cribbage.
Hey, we gotta get ready for
okay, we gotta go. Bye.
Well, we are coming into the last lock for the day. I think we got, how far to the marina, Heather, after this? 20 miles? Yeah, so this is the last lock of the day. The area down here has got a ton of debris. There's a huge log just floating in the river. And there's a lot of trash in the river. Bottles and plastic and just not very nice. We saw a fisherman earlier fishing with plastic pop bottles tying strings to the end where the caps are, dropping books, and then, I mean, there had to have been 20 pop bottles in the water floating down the river. And, right, and so, I mean, it's just shit tons of debris everywhere. So, not a very nice part of the river. We'll get through this lock and dam, and then we're done for the day. Get down to the marina. Hopefully we can get into the marina. They've got a 5-foot depth and we need 4, so we'll see. All right, more later. So we just finished lunch. Ham sandwich, corned beef sandwich for Heather. We've got about 18 miles to the marina.
That's
Ish. It was 22 from the lock, you said, right?
Maybe it's 24.
Okay, we got 20 miles. Thank you, Miss Accurate.
No problem.
Tom Bigby is not changed. A couple of pontoons out here on Labor Day. So we're taking a break from cribbage.
Because Bob's frustrated.
Can't handle it. I need a break from the bad cards. I got to break the curse and reset the cribbage gods. So it was ugly.
Oh, wanted to say Happy Labor Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy Labor Day. So, all right. Well, not a whole lot else to share. We'll film more when we get to the marina. It's going to be questionable whether or not we get in there.
You already said that.
I know, but I'm a little concerned about that. Then we have to find some place to anchor, or, you know, how far do we try to go to Demopolis tonight, and, you know, so we don't have so far to go tomorrow. So, decisions. All right, talk later. There is a river party going on. So the river down here is pretty damn busy. A lot of pontoons, a lot of ski boats. Hey Heather.
Yes.
Nothing to say.
Oh, it just reminds me of.
Oh, back
in
home.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Big river party. It's about 1:40 in the afternoon. We're about 5 miles out from the marina. Should get in there about 2 o'clock or so. So we'll check in a little bit. We made it in.
Oh, look at me. Yeah, we made it in.
Touched
Right
bottom
up.
just a little bit. I could feel it just.
Yeah, I don't really want to know that.
We did touch bottom just a little bit. Only when I was trying to push it forward slowly, the back end would come down because of the thrust from the props. But the
So
bottom
the
was.
props hit the bottom?
No, just the bottom of the pods. But not hard. It's all muck. Just river muck. So there's nothing hard to it. So it just kind of plowed through.
I
So.
hope we do just fine in the morning.
Well, we'll just get a little bit of a running start and then just push through.
And hopefully there's no mayflies.
Holy cow.
I don't want to rinse that
Mayflies.
off in the morning either.
Mayflies everywhere. I wish I would have remembered to film it for you, but I forgot. So I'll take a quick walk around the outside, show you what the marina looks like. It's nice.
It's a nice marina. They've got 2 courtesy cars. They have laundry. They have showers. We haven't checked them out, but
Yeah.
we will.
Steve, the
Oh.
marina manager, was fabulous. Super nice guy.
Cell service is great.
Yep, Wi-Fi is good.
Well, we haven't tested the Wi-Fi.
I did
Oh, okay.
on my iPad.
But he said that where we are in the marina, it's like right by the Wi-Fi
Router.
router. I was going to say tower. Router. So it'll be good.
That'll be good. All right, I'll walk around the outside of the marina. Heather's doing her logbook.
Yep. I love it.
Oops, dropped your pen. Just keeping track of everything. We took on how many gallons today?
Gallons? 65 gallons.
65 gallons of fuel. I thought it was going to be 70, but we took on 65
And we
gallons.
didn't fill yesterday.
And we didn't fill
So
yesterday.
that's 2 days worth.
Yeah, so 120 miles. So about 2 miles to the gallon, that's about right. But we did run the generator for a while yesterday as well, so.
Not today.
Not today. But it's hot as snot. Oh my God.
It is 91 degrees down in Columbus, Mississippi.
And
I didn't say that right, did I, Tina? I don't know how you say it. Mississippi?
oh yeah, we got to give a shout out to Molly. Molly.
Oh yeah, Molly.
She goes to school like
25
20 minutes
away from here in Starkville at Mississippi State.
So hi Molly.
Hi Molly, you probably just drove through Columbus right now.
So, all right, I'll go out and film a little bit, show you around the marina.
Oh, I know what else I wanted to say.
Yeah, what else?
I wanted to give a shout out to Spencer. We've been giving so many shout outs to Ashley. I wanted to give a shout out to Spence.
All right, buddy.
He's been working really hard this weekend, so.
You know, making money. Good for you.
Yeah.
Shout out to our son, Spence. Love you.
Okay, shout out to Ash too.
All right, shout out to Ashley too.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Miss you guys.
Miss
all right.
you. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, Columbus Marina outside. Nice marina, like I said. Very nice. Got 2 courtesy cars. That Ram 1500 is a courtesy car. That's the ship store. There's bathrooms and laundry and showers there. Yeah, not too shabby. It's tied up. We're right alongside the slip. You got to see this boat. Unbelievable. The story that I heard on Thai Sweets, this thing is freaking massive. The story I heard on this thing is it's owned by an older guy in Texas. They bought it in Mississippi, moved it up here. It hasn't moved in 9 years. They come back every month, clean it, kind of get it going. But the entrance now is so shallow, they won't be able to get out. And it hasn't moved in 9 years. But it's gotta be 85 feet-ish. But beautiful boat. So I talked to some lady that's here. They're here for a couple months. She's gonna see if they can buy it. Maybe the guy wants to just get rid of it, but new, that's a $5 million yacht. Used, depending whether or not the engines work, you could probably get it for $750,000. But yeah, that's a beautiful yacht. If you bought something like that, this thing probably needs $500,000 in upgrades. New electronics, engines rebuilt, whole bunch of stuff refurbished and done. So whatever you buy it for, add an additional $500,000 to $600,000 to refurbish it. But yeah, so beautiful dock. Here is the gauntlet. Those little reds on the left, those little greens on the right. Right there. My finger is. Oops, sorry. Right there. Less than 4 feet. So you got to kind of just push through. So when we come out tomorrow, we go straight out by the fuel dock, and as soon as we get to where the diesel fuel is right there, we turn right and go straight out the middle. Try to make it out. So, whoops. So this is the marina. It's the Columbus Marina. It's the city marina here. Very quiet right now. It's a huge looper stop, but because of the Illinois River, there's no looper boats going. So, anyway, walk back to not too shabby, but I wanted to show you this yacht. It is beautiful. I would die to climb up inside there and see what it looks like. There's a little light. Looks like maybe somebody's doing some work in there at some point, but well, they have a flat screen TV and a big salon. I can see in there. But wow, beautiful boat. Would love to eventually have something like that someday, but can't have a house and that, just live on that. So there's a couple nice boats in here. And then there's some boats that need a lot of love. That boat needs a lot of love. All right, we'll post this video, and looking forward to getting to Demopolis tomorrow. 110 miles. Today was day 19. Tomorrow is day 20. Talk to you all later.